Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and today we're looking at EX6 Mastemon. So this deck got a lot of new tools in EX6. It's actually really quite fun now. So looking at our in trainings, we're going to run 4 copies of the ST10 Nyaromon. When attacking, if you have a yellow Digimon in play, draw 1, and then if you do, trash 1 card in your hand. We like this because depending on the pieces we set up in trash, we can actually get a lot of value for free. We're definitely looking to set up a couple Mireis in trash because we can actually play them for free. Putting any level 5 in the trash is good because Mastemon likes to put something from your trash on top of security, and then you get to play it for free. So we kind of get to choose what we want to set up, and draw power is always great. So this, in my opinion, is the go-to egg for this deck. Then we're going to run 4 copies of the new EX6 Salamon. Start at main phase. If you have a purple Digimon or tamer, gain 1 memory. And then the inheritable is going to be when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k for the turn. It can pop some of the smaller 1k bodies on the board. But that gaining a memory is really, really important. This deck has lots of ways to eke out extra value, from the Mireis to the Salamon. You're just kind of going to be able to extend plays and get a lot of value back using this rookie. So I do feel like this is a 4 of in this deck. And then 4 copies of the BT16 Salamon. It digivolves for 0 on top of a Nyaromon. And then start of your main phase or on play, if it's your turn, one of your Digimon can digivolve into a level 4 with the Holy Beast or free trait in the trash with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. So if you lose your stack, you have this in Raising, you promote it, you can go into one of your Gatomons for a reduced cost of 1. So that feels really nice. And then the inheritable says all of your opponent's security Digimon gets minus 3k. This is super important because we do not want our Mastemon ACE stacks to die when we swing. So making everything 3k DP smaller does come up, and you will feel the impact from that inheritable. Then we have 4 copies of our EX6 Gatomon. This is a fantastic piece of support for the new Mastemon. On play, when digivolving, you're going to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with the Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel trait, and 1 Mirei among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. So this is going to search any level 5 for you, any of your Mastemons, any Ordinemon, anything like that. And the inheritable is also going to give minus 4k. Kind of starts to add up, or sorry, minus 2k, which adds up to 4k if you have the Salamon underneath this. So this is just a fantastic piece. It feels great that you no longer have to just on-play the starter deck Gatomon to search for pieces, because this will get you your piece just on digivolving. So great card to have in the deck. I'm running 2 copies of the BT16 Gatomon. It has Barrier. It'll digivolve from Salamon for 2, and then on play when digivolving by trashing 1 card in your hand, return 1 level 6 or lower 2-colored Digimon card that's red or purple from your trash to your hand. So this is going to recover any of our Mastemons from the trash and put them right back in your hand. So that's really nice. And then any of your level 5s that you lose on your stack will also be kind of important to recur. The Gatomons and the rookies are kind of, you'll find yourself reaching for those a little bit less than your more important pieces. The inheritable will also give all of your opponent's security Digimon minus 3k, so again, that's just a really nice inheritable to have. Then we're going 4 copies of the old starter deck, 10 Gatomon. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 yellow Digimon and 1 purple Digimon card among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, and then your turn when this Digimon would digivolve into a card with Archangel or Fallen Angel and its traits reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2, which is a really powerful effect. And then the inheritable says end of your turn, you can DNA Digivolve. So the classic play 2 level 5s and then DNA Digivolve. It's just a really strong card in this deck, and it's definitely a mandatory 4 of. For our level 5s, we have 3 copies of the BT11 LadyDevimon. When digivolving, you can trash 1 card in your hand. If you do, return a Mirei or 1 Angel, Archangel, Fallen Angel from trash to hand, grabs your pieces back. And then your turn, when you play an Angewomon or Mirei, you gain a memory. So that is just, again, a nice way to eke out some extra value for this deck. And more importantly, kind of, the Retaliate Inheritable is really good. It's always tricky to play around. People can't just crash into your Mastemon stack and trigger the overflow without losing their stack. So it's kind of an important piece of protection to have, kind of indirectly. Then we have 3 copies of the new EX6 LadyDevimon. It is a Retaliator. On play when digivolving, if you have Mirei, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Already a great effect. And if you don't have one, you get to play a Mirei from your trash without paying the cost. This is just super important for this deck. It was really hurting on a way to play Mirei for free. Nobody likes to pay 5 for a tamer. It just eats up your entire turn 1 and hands over way too much memory to the opponent. So being able to set up a Mirei in trash and then play it with this LadyDevimon is really good. The Nyaromon is going to help us do that. And then the inheritable says, well, this Digimon has Angel or 7 Great Demon Lords, it gains Scapegoat. So that's also a really nice inheritable to have. We have 1 copy of the Lucemon Chaos Mode. I think this is a great tech card for this deck. I definitely prefer it over the old Lucemon. So on play, when digivolving, your opponent may delete one of their Digimon or Tamers. If this effect didn't delete, trash the top card of their security stack and recover one. So just a great card. It's going to force your opponent to choose to delete either one of their Digimon or Tamers. And if they don't, you're going to get a security and recover off of it. So that's great. If you get this in trash, the old DNA Mastemon will be able to play this. Just going to put it on top of security, play it for free. So it's just a great piece in this deck. Then we're running 2 copies of BT11 Angewomon. When digivolving, search your security stack for 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel. Reveal it, add it to your hand. If you added a card, recover 1. Recovery is always nice, keeps you in the game while you're finding your pieces. And then when your turn, once per turn, when you play a LadyDevimon or Mirei, you're going to gain a memory. And then the inheritable is if you have a purple Digimon in play, all your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel gain blocker. Kind of a difficult card to play around. So I just like it. I think it's fine at 2. The recovery effect is kind of my favorite part of that card. We're also going to be running 2 copies of the Blast Ace Angewomon. On play, when digivolving, you trash top or bottom of your security to give something minus 6k. And then if a card is removed and you have 3 or fewer, you get recovery plus 1. So just being able to gotcha people for the minus 6,000 can come up, and it can be very useful. Then we're going to be running 3 copies of the EX6 Angewomon. It has barrier on play when digivolving. If you have Mirei, one of your opponent's Digimon gets security minus 2 until the end of their turn, which is fantastic. And if you don't have one, you get to play a Mirei from your hand without paying the cost. So if we can't set up a Mirei in trash, this will let you play it from hand. And the inheritable says, while this Digimon has Angel or 3 Great Angels, it gains Alliance, which is super good. If you play out that free level 5 body, you're going to be able to Alliance it and get your 2 checks in pretty safely with Mastemon. You will also notice that we have a really heavy level 5 count. If you've never played Mastemon before, that is pretty normal in this deck. You go low on rookies, you go high on level 5s, and you just kind of toolbox it for what you need. We have 3 copies of the new Mastemon ACE from EX6. It is Counter Blast DNA Digivolve from Angewomon and LadyDevimon. So if you have one of those 2 cards on the field, your opponent declares an attack, you can Blast Ace with one of the cards in your hand and 1 on board. If you have both cards on board, you cannot Blast Ace into this unless you have another piece in your hand to Blast DNA with. So on play, when digivolving, we're going to play a level 5 or lower Digimon card with the Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel trait from our hand or trash without paying the cost. And then if you DNA Digivolve, place 1 other Digimon at the bottom of its owner's security stack and trash cards from the top of your opponent's security stack until it has 4 left. So you're going to get to play your level 5. You'll get to play the Lucemon, whatever piece you're looking for. And then you're going to probably be putting one of your opponent's Digimon on the bottom of its security stack and then trashing cards from your opponent's security. So that feels really nice. As a gotcha card with the Blast Ace mechanic. Then we're going to go ahead and run 4 copies of the old ST10 Mastemon. That's going to DNA Digivolve from a yellow level 5 and a purple level 5, which means that Lucemon is a valid target for this DNA. When digivolving, place 1 yellow or purple Digimon card from your trash on top of your security stack face down. When DNA Digivolving, you can search your security for 1 level 5 or lower Digimon, play it without paying its memory cost, then shuffle your security. So it gets you a free level 5. And then all turns when you play another Digimon using an effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the played Digimon's level. So you play a free level 5, you pop a level 5, which is really nice. If you play the Lucemon, you're going to get an extra pop off of that, which feels fantastic. Also important to note, you can just DNA into this with the end of turn Gatomon DNA effect if you want to. I didn't really want to give the impression that you have to Blast Ace into this. You can DNA into either of these 2 Mastemons. I think they're both great targets. I like the 4-3 ratio because I don't always want to lose the overflow memory on this Mastemon. And then for our level 7s, we have 2 copies of Ordinemon. When digivolving, when DNA digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon and all of their level 5 or lower Digimon. For each Digimon deleted by this effect, recovery plus 1. And on deletion, you can trash the top card of your security to play this card without paying its memory cost. So this is kind of a really annoying, persistent body that you can throw on the board. It can wipe your opponent's board. If they overextend way too hard and you're in a position to play this card, it is really, really, really good. If you don't want to run 2 copies of this card, you could run 1 and then Ruin Mode, or just 2 Ruin Modes. Well, I probably wouldn't do that, but Ruin Mode and Death X, something like that. I just like this card. It's thematic and it fits. Then we're going to run 3 copies of Chaos Egg. Main, place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of your opponent's security stack. If you do, trash the top card of their security stack. And the security effect is to place one of your opponent's Digimon face down, top or bottom. You do not get to trash off of that effect, though. I always love running this card in Mastemon. It's really easy to use in Mastemon, and it always makes your opponent think twice about swinging. It's just kind of a must-include for me. You could go down on this and run the Flame Hell Scythe. I think that's valid, too. But I'll be sticking with the Chaos deck, personally. We have 3 copies of the BT11 Mirei Start of your turn, you'll gain 1 memory, and then when one of your Digimon digivolves into Angewomon or LadyDevimon, if you have 1 or fewer Digimon in play, by suspending this tamer, you can play an Angewomon or LadyDevimon with a different name than the Digimon you digivolved into from your hand without paying the cost. So really long-winded way to say, if you have Gato on board, you digivolve into Angewomon, you're going to play LadyDevimon, and then you're going to use your end-of-turn DNA and do your whole shenanigans. The gain 1 memory effect is really nice, and I just feel like it's a must-include in the deck. Then we have 3 copies of the new EX6 Mirei. Your turn, when one of your Holy Beast, Archangel, or Fallen Angel trait Digimon is played, you can suspend this tamer to gain a memory. Then one of your Digimon may digivolve into Angewomon or LadyDevimon in the trash with the digivolution cost reduced by 1. End of your turn, 2 of your Digimon may DNA into a Digimon card in the hand. So this is just really, really strong with our graveyard recursion. It's going to give you a memory back when you play something, and then when you digivolve off of this effect, you're going to be able to reduce the cost by 1. This can just get you into Mastemon basically off rip if you can play like a Gatomon just straight from hand, which is really, really, really strong. Both these tamers are on the more expensive side, but we now have the level 5 support that lets us play Mireis for free. So setting things up in the trash, getting you free Mireis, and going up the line is just kind of your best friend now. So this deck is super fun to play. If you've never played a Mastemon deck, I definitely recommend you give it a try. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How are you playing Mastemon? What are your preferences? What do your ratios look like? Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.